a little bit. Hunter, where are we on time? What time is it?
7:28.
Oh shit! Do I have time for one more? Yeah. All right. I am Teddy Cosmo. I'm from Muncie, Pennsylvania.
And I'm Sarah Foster, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, and how old are you guys?
I am 24 years old.
I'm also 24 years old.
All right, and how did you guys meet?
Through Tinder.
We met through Tinder. I basically, I was going to move to New York anyway, and Teddy had always wanted to move to New York, and my roommate kind of fell through, and Teddy was like, I want to go, I love you, I'ma come, and now we live together.
So many cameras.
Yeah, right?
Theodore, do you like being on camera all the time now?
Honestly, I'm getting used to it. It's pretty fun.
But do you like it?
Oh yeah, I like making it the Teddy show. So, yeah.
Teddy is sexy because of not just his, indie boy looks and the curly locks, but his personality. He's just a funny guy, and we got along instantly when we went on our first date, because he's just easy to talk to and you feel like you're just hanging with your best friend, and that is what it is. But you're also he's so cute. I love him.
I've never seen a teleprompter before in my life either.
It's gonna tell the right story, and I think if it does the job I think it's gonna do, it's gonna make some people really happy and some people really uncomfortable, and that's what a good documentary does.
I immediately wanted him to come in and co-host a show. And he shows up with pink trousers and black wingtips. Hello? I had always known about this guy from Pennsylvania with CP, Cerebral Palsy, who was churning out music right and left. I first heard him perform live, you mean? Would be at Bowery Electric. What do I dislike about Teddy? Teddy's very headstrong. I didn't want Teddy to smoke during the documentary, and he said no. Because part of the reason why we brought Teddy in here and we agreed for him to be in the control room was for him to control a lot of what went into the documentary.
It's not disabled people's jobs or people in interabled relationships jobs to pave the way or make it visible. It's just, it should be visible. And the folks that want to share, they'll share, and the ones that don't, they won't.
But they've been really supportive with trusting that I got it, which is the most support you can ask for from your parents. When you move out, when you're 19, things are a little tense for a bit, and then once you make it on your own, they're like, oh, okay, you got it, you're cool. Because I had originally went to a state school in PA, and I didn't like it. And I dropped out, and they were like, all right, well, if you drop out, then you're going to have to figure it out.
Figure out what the world is all about. So sorry for, changing the strings on my guitar. I probably should have done it a couple days ago. But I'm just going to have to retune a little bit. I'm going to step outside for a cig real quick, but I'm going to be back in for sure. Oh, yeah. I don't want you to think I'm dipping out and get red dicks. No, just crippling nicotine addiction. My roommate's yeah, my roommate as well. Okay.
I like this because it really shows the state of accessibility with performing.
Not only that, but people like drama.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with this you coming down the stairs thing.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people will be saying that that's exploitation. But you seem to think it's...
Well, and you also have the footage of me being like, hell yeah, put that in there. That's
yeah, but... Great set, Teddy.
Hey, thank you so much.
So good to see you guys here.
Good to see you,
Thanks
man.
for coming.
What's up?
You know,
Decompressing.
the post-show adrenaline is like coming down a little bit, thankfully.
Great set, Teddy. She is so pretty for the camera. So
Oh yeah,
she's got
so photogenic.
She really is gorgeous. She's beautiful.
Absolutely, it's ridiculous. I wake up every morning, I'm like, what the heck? Coming down a little bit.
She really is quite pretty. So we're just gonna add these.
Oh, that's cute.
We literally have not thought about being an interabled couple until this. Like, we've never talked about it really. Like, we've obviously talked about his disability, and we know that, like, I don't have a physical disability, but, like, we've never even said the term interabled couple.
Yeah, I didn't
other
know.
than that, like, I was like, oh, I guess we are. Like, I guess we are an interabled couple.
Yeah, like I wasn't super familiar with the term.
It is no different than any other relationship I've been in, and it's just like, I think that would shock some people.
Yeah, if anything, they'll be like, "Whoa, I thought there was gonna be all this stuff that like was different," and it's really not. Like everything is, the same. And I mean, I've never been on the other end of it.
Yeah.
But Sarah has. So.
Hello. Teddy's never been the type of person to just like accept that he's different and he can't do this because he's disabled. Like, that doesn't even come up. It really like never even comes up. Like, he never is like, oh, I want to record this song, and then thinks about like why he can't do it. He's just like, this is how I'm gonna do it.
Listen, Teddy co-hosted with me when he first came to New York, and it was great. But we wanted to do something with him as a co-host on the show so we could also use it in the documentary. So he showed up, he was a champ, fell right in line, natural in front of the camera. We actually did another segment with Miss Wheelchair USA. We interviewed Sarah Tompkins, who was first runner-up to Miss Wheelchair USA, and her boyfriend, Troy, or husband, I should say, Troy, and they are a beautiful couple within themselves, and it went great. We did have some technical problems, which is often the case with this documentary. Yeah, but as far as Teddy goes, he was amazing.
Wow, look at the back of that head.
We have lights.
Hey, what's up? Nice.
I know it's like cold now.
Oh, I'm happy about it.
Theodore, this is our director extraordinaire today.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Carla.
Bless you, bless you.
Carla, this is Theodore. Teddy Cosmo, as he's known. I'm kind of disappointed because this couple is just a couple. I'm digging deep, wanting somebody to have an outburst or, get emotional, but nothing is happening. It's not disappointing. I shouldn't say that. I mean, of course, we want some conflict or something. For that's what the audience. Yeah. Maybe if I just maybe if I.
The conflict will be between us because we'll have to make something.
Carla, I don't even know how you want to say it. I don't like bringing in too much scholarship because that's boring. But I'm finding that these two are so into their careers that it's almost that the relationship is coming secondary. Yeah. Where should I hang my phone? You can, I'll put it right over here. Really? Oh man, that's a cool t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get that t-shirt from, buddy?
Oh, you know the Gap.
I like
This
to use the
this
Gap.
one is my favorite of the two so far.
Oh, you didn't like the other one?
I do like the other one, but I like the style of this.
Oh, this one says more.
The artwork.
Yes, yeah, this one says a little bit.
No, both are great, but I'm like,
yeah. Well, for your photo session, I think you're going to be him.
Okay.
We're going to put your hair all up.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh my gosh, my hair took me like an hour today because I did my normal routine and it was crazy. It didn't work.
Well, I don't know if it's Zoom trouble or if just that they're just not talking. But I don't see them. I only see us.
I think maybe. Oh, that's the computer, so maybe they're pulling it.
Oh, there they go. Okay, now we see you.
All right. What's the best thing about your relationship?
Don't you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, my name's Teddy. I'm also an interabled couple, so
I'm super familiar with a lot of the ins and outs of it and a lot of the perceptions from other people, but I'm just helping True it out today and have some questions for you guys.
I think we're all helping Teddy out today because he's the star of the documentary. So.
But I guess, and this is a really important one, I think, so it's a good one to start with. What do you guys think the best thing about your relationship is?
I think our cooperation and ability to be a team probably is what serves us so well, because even in his caregiver or husband role or as best friends and romances of each other, he'd just be really able to be flexible around all of my different adaptations, and we're able to creatively think of things together and find ways to do things that we want to do in our own way. And I think that that's really special, but it's also key to any interabled relationship, is finding that balance between you and finding a way for you guys to make things work.
That's great. I mean, I couldn't agree more, based off of my experience. And it's really cool to hear about that balance thing, because I think a lot of people might assume there's not balance. And, based off your guys' answer, it seems like that's a big part of it, and that's awesome.
I think all couples and all relationships have some balance of caring for one another. Certainly in our interabled relationship, it means an over amount on Troy's side of caregiving, 24/7 for that matter.
Troy, I'm going to jump in. 24/7, man. What's that like?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's a challenge and it's tiring. It's one of those things you have to get up a half hour early some mornings to set up IVs or put ports in or get extra wheelchairs in the different cars and swap things around to who's taking who to appointments at day. But really, it's just about adapting and finding ways to adapt. And that's not hard to do.
Well, it really wasn't hard. It wasn't difficult at all. What happened is that when we finished the interview, when Teddy and I finished interviewing Sarah Tompkins, first runner-up to Miss Wheelchair USA, and Troy, when we finished that segment, it kind of fell into an interview with myself and Teddy. It was not planned. The lighting was off. He was not mic'd. The sound is horrible, as you'll see, which is often the case in this documentary, because so much was impromptu, if that's even the right word. But his girlfriend, Sarah, was across town being interviewed too. So he's here in the studio being interviewed, and she is across town in the apartment being interviewed. When we saw the footage and put it together, it couldn't have came together better.
Okay, so if I could explain myself in 3 words, the first one would be creative, just because I've always, been more of a creative thinker, and I'm way better at making things to express myself. I'm not good at being very analytical. My second one would be collaborative, just because it's so important in fashion and most fields to work well with others. And like I know when you go to college, you like are like dreading the day that you have to work in a group and like work with people you don't know and like share the responsibilities. But even though it gives you such anxiety and like you hate it in college, it really prepares you for the workforce and like what you're going to be doing on a daily basis. Like you have to know how to get along with people. And that's in any field. And honestly, like any part of your life, like you're just going to need to, you don't need to be like a people person, but you need to know how to pretend you're a people person. And the third word I would say is probably inclusive.
If you had to define who you are, what's going on?
Oh boy. I would say, honestly, what comes first is it would have to be musician. And like, it would be, musician, and then it's weird because like wheelchair user doesn't really make it on the list because there's so much other stuff.
That's quite all right.
But especially right now, because I'm doing school right now, so things are more focused on music than they were before. That's like the main thing, which is nice because like I work at a bank, man, for my day job, and I never, as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, like I completely forget that I work for a bank, and that's nice because it wasn't like that before.
Okay, so I didn't explain myself. Like one of my 3 words wasn't girlfriend, just because I don't see my identity as being a girlfriend to Teddy. I see me and Teddy being more of like a team, and like it's not something, it doesn't take away our own personal identities, it just adds to it.
You did not say boyfriend.
Yeah.
When I said, who is Theodore, you did not say boyfriend.
Yeah. I mean, I very much am a boyfriend, but I feel like Sarah can say the same or feels the same. We just are very focused on, ourselves being successful, but we're also focused on each other being successful. You know what I mean? Like, she wants me to be successful and I want her to be successful. And so that is a huge part of our dynamic.
Yeah, I definitely think like it's important that we both are focusing on like our schooling and our careers, and like we're both very passionate about it. And that's what makes us a great couple, is that like we're both passionate about what we're doing and we're passionate about what the other partner is doing, and we just like lift each other up. So I think that like, yes, I am a girlfriend and I am Teddy's girlfriend, but like that is not the whole story.
Like, she'll sit with me and listen to me talk about like recording equipment for an hour, and I'll watch her, with a dress form doing draping. And like, I didn't know any of that stuff beforehand. She didn't know any of my stuff beforehand. And it's just like, we both want each other to do well. And I think that helps our relationship do well.
That just made the documentary.
All right, cool. Glad we got some good footage.
This documentary was meant to be about an interable couple, but it actually has turned out to be about 2 young New Yorkers just trying to make it on their own, putting their careers first. And there's nothing wrong with that.